So, Tim, I want to talk about We the People Action Fund. It's a new group that you and some others have founded here.
Yeah.
And I love that what you say. You are the voice of the exhausted majority.
Yeah.
Boy, is that true. I feel it, too, when you go out there. They go, they're just exhausted by the last 8 years, the daily churn of politics and the rhetoric and the hate that we're seeing spewed all over the place. They almost just want politicians to get out of their lives and get out of the way.
Yeah.
So what's the objective here with this group?
Well, we want to be a home for the exhausted majority, and we want to try to elevate the conversation going on in the country. We're going to highlight the good stuff going on. There's so many people, ordinary people, doing extraordinary things around the country. There are innovative solutions around how we heal our vets with psilocybin, how we heal addiction with cannabinoids and cannabis, how we can actually have an energy policy in the United States that includes natural gas with renewables to displace coal. There's like real solutions out there to rebuild the middle class. It gets drowned out by the toxic conversation that we're having in the country. And so We the People Action Fund, and people can go to We the People 250.us. And basically what we're trying to do is we're going to use the 250th anniversary of the country to say we want to usher in an era of responsibility, reform, civic engagement. It's not going to be outsourced to Washington, D.C. It's going to be done by average people doing extraordinary things, working together, and getting past the toxic conversation we're having.
So, Tim, speaking to that point about average people working together for the country, last month a section of I-95 collapsed in the middle of Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And it was hysteria about how are people going to get around for the next several months. 12 days later, they had it repaired. It was a combination of another normal guy, the President of the United States, who's normal, like you, the governor of Pennsylvania.
Low bar these days.
Well, it is. It is. The governor of Pennsylvania, the Philadelphia mayor. 12 days they repaired I-95. How do you translate normalcy, competence, effectiveness to people like in Akron and Toledo, that the job can be done, that we can still do what we used to do?
I think highlighting examples like that, I think, I mentioned the economic development happening right outside of Columbus, Ohio, auto plants, like things are happening because we took a stand. We passed the infrastructure bill. We passed the Inflation Reduction Act. We passed the CHIPS Act. Two of the three of those were bipartisan in nature. Republicans not screwing around trying to say, hey, we want to impeach the president, but saying, hey, we have to reshore chip manufacturing in the United States. It was stupid for us to let it go to Asia in the first place. Here's the policy in a bipartisan